plan for today is to leave Porthaneln and sail through the storied waters of North Wales to the quaint city of Bangor, but the Menai Strait awaits, a narrow, winding waterway steeped in history and natural beauty, but also defined by its tricky navigation. First, we must carefully navigate through the sandbars at its entrance. Strong tides and hidden shoals make this a tricky passage, and this chart here is the only one that's up to date, meaning there will be no overlay of our GPS position. Through there, we will be greeted by the stately Caernarfon Castle and later the historical house of the Marquesses of Anglesey, Plasnoid. Then we'll arrive at the true test, the Swellies. This is an infamous stretch of water, known for hidden rocks and currents of up to 8 knots, so getting the correct timing is not optional. We plan to enter through the south side of the Britannia Bridge, and then we will stay south of various rocky outcrops and islands, and then we will head north past a rocky outcrop called the Platters, and only then we will be let out under the Menai Bridge.
So we're coming up to the Swellies. It's blowing 25 up to late 20s, and we're trying to time it right with the tides. We've sort of had 4 different tidal readings for the times as you cross them. So we're just going to cross the bar first and then try and call someone. But yeah, it's pretty wavy.
As we came into the channel, we furled the mainsail away and stuck the engine on, in hopes that this would reduce the amount of leeway that we were making. So we had 3 knots of tide as well as over 20 knots of wind right on our beam. This was creating big waves, but we had to keep them on our beam to stay in the channel. This was the hardest bit of steering I've ever had to do, because going off by even 5 meters could mean grounding out.
To get halfway, you know, turn round and turn it to a 4-knot tide.
Yeah, 1 knot every 10 minutes.
That's 1 knot every 10 minutes.
And so what I found out here is that for every 10 minutes that you're late to slack water at the Swellies, you're going to have an extra knot of tide coming against you. This reveals just how essential your timings are for this passage. Here we are, coming past Caernarfon Castle, which rises majestically over the River Sayont. This is a symbol of medieval power, built by King Edward I in the late 13th century. This is a formidable fortress, and it was designed to secure English rule in Wales. Its unique polygonal towers and strategic location make it a key stronghold during the conquest of Wales. And today, it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, echoing the rich history of a bygone era.
I think they'd have been quite young as well. You know, a lot of these guys, they wouldn't have been, you know.
Set against the stunning backdrop of the Menai Strait, Plasnoid is an elegant 18th century mansion steeped in history. Once the grand home of the Marquesses of Anglesey, this neo-Gothic estate offers a glimpse into aristocratic life in Wales.
So we're just approaching the Swellies now. Big bridge
Menai Bridge is an engineering marvel of the 19th century, being the first ever suspension bridge. It was designed by Thomas Telford and completed in 1826, and this iconic suspension bridge connected the Isle of Anglesey to mainland Wales for the first time. With its elegant chains and towering stone piers, the Menai Bridge not only revolutionised transportation, but also became a symbol of industrial innovation, standing proudly as a landmark of Welsh heritage.
Right. Is it rock? Concrete.
On the other side.